What is psychological trauma? It's a question many of us have, and the answer might surprise you. Trauma isn't defined by the event itself, but by how our mind and nervous system experience that event. Imagine your ability to cope as a container. Trauma happens when a situation is so overwhelming that it spills over the top of that container. When we experience something traumatic, our nervous system kicks into survival mode. You've probably heard of fight or flight, but there are also freeze and fawn. In that moment, our brain isn't focused on logic or reasoning. Its only job is to keep us safe. This survival mechanism is incredibly powerful, and it's why traumatic memories are often stored differently. They don't feel like regular memories. Instead, they can be fragmented, intensely emotional, and tied to our senses. A specific smell, a sound, or a physical sensation can bring it all rushing back. It's also important to know that trauma isn't one size fits all. There are different types. Acute trauma comes from a single overwhelming event, like a car accident or a natural disaster. Then there's chronic trauma, which develops from repeated exposure to stress, neglect, or abuse over a long period. This could be living in a dangerous neighborhood or being in an unhealthy relationship. Another crucial type is developmental trauma. This happens in early childhood when a child's fundamental need for safety, connection, and emotional attunement isn't met by their caregivers. These early experiences shape how the brain develops and can have a lasting impact on how a person sees themselves and the world. Now, let's be very clear about something. Experiencing trauma is not a sign of weakness. It is a completely normal biological response to abnormal, overwhelming circumstances. Your body and mind did what they had to do to survive. It's a testament to your resilience, not a flaw in your character. So, what happens when trauma isn't resolved? It doesn't just go away, it can show up in our lives in many different ways. You might feel a constant, humming anxiety that never seems to turn off. Or maybe you feel the opposite, an emotional numbness, like you're disconnected from yourself and the world. Some people experience hypervigilance, where you're always on high alert, scanning for danger. Others might find themselves avoiding certain people, places, or situations that remind them of the trauma. Building trust in relationships can also become incredibly difficult. These are not personality defects. They are the echoes of a nervous system that is still stuck in survival mode. But here is the most important part of this entire conversation. Healing is absolutely possible. Healing from trauma isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about restoring a sense of safety within your own body. It's about learning to regulate your nervous system so you don't feel constantly hijacked by fear or anxiety. It involves processing the traumatic experience in a supportive and safe environment, allowing those fragmented memories to be integrated in a way that no longer controls your present life. This journey often involves therapies specifically designed for trauma, like somatic experiencing, EMDR, or trauma-focused CBT. These approaches help you work with both your mind and your body to release stored traumatic stress. It's also about creating new experiences of safety and connection in your current life. Building healthy relationships, finding activities that bring you joy and a sense of calm, and practicing self-compassion are all vital parts of the healing process. Remember, trauma changes how we experience the world, but with understanding and support, healing is possible. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on mental health and well-being. Mind Matters Initiative Kenya.